watching Chicago's very own WGN News at 9.
There is a vehicle on the market today that can get over 150 miles a gallon and cost only about $1,500, brand new. It's called a Whizzer, a name that might be ringing a bell. These two-wheeled bikes with motors have actually been around since World War II. Now, more than a half-century later, the Whizzer has grown men and women rolling down nostalgia lane. They might just be the most well-behaved motorcycle gang that ever thundered down a highway. Actually, they're a motorbike gang, not Hell's Angels, Hex Angels, riding vintage vehicles that let them recycle their youth.
I totally forgot about Whizzers. I left them behind with my childhood.
I bought it in 1947 when I was a sophomore in high school.
I had them when I was about 14.
In the late 30s and 40s, $97.55 bought you a Whizzer, a motorbike in a box, a kit really to be mounted on any balloon-tired bicycle with a frame cavity large enough to hold it.
It would give you a ride and a feeling of riding a motorcycle. Even though the speed was much lower, it felt fast.
And it impressed the girls.
She lived in Elmhurst and I lived in Villa Park, which were adjoining towns, and I used to drive over there to date her.
He came over on that Whizzer and I climbed on, and I thought, what is Mom going to think?
Just warms me to think about all the things all the fun I used to have on one, and now I'm doing it again.
She must have thought it was okay, because how much mischief can you get in when you're riding on the back of one of these things?
Gene Zoss was the envy of his schoolmates who used to borrow his Whizzer. It's a motorbike he still owns.
Well, I was in study hall and I heard this motor and I thought it sounded like my bike, so I looked out the window and here a guy was riding it away, and he would take it about 11:30 and go home and eat his lunch.
Now, more than a half-century after these men parked their Whizzers and moved on, they've reconnected with these relics.
You know, Whizzers were the rage in the late 1940s and 50s. Every boy had to have one. They were easy to ride, easy to maintain. But by the mid-50s, they had begun to fall out of favor.
Car insurance, license requirements, all these things killed the Whizzer for the kids.
It's a lot safer riding Whizzers in the country.
These will get 125 miles to the gallon.
And William's collection has grown to 35 Whizzers, some extremely rare. He had so many bikes and parts, they had to build a new barn just to hold them all.
To have these and be able to come out and look at them every day and to pick one to ride if I want, or just to tinker with, it's just a great joy.
He's met so many great people through this hobby. You show me a woman whose husband has a hobby, and that's a happy person.
With his tattoos, ponytail, and chunky jewelry, Terry McAllister looks more like a Hell's Angel than a motorbiker. He rode his Whizzer all the way to California on Route 66.
I have as much or more fun on the Whizzer doing 30 miles an hour than I ever did on the Harley doing 100. And I feel much safer. You get to look at the world go by instead of just zipping past you.
I just enjoy riding out there in the country. Why, Sunday afternoons and evenings, I'll just take it out and just look around and look at the crops.
There's something about a Whizzer. It doesn't have to be beautiful. It doesn't have to be all spit and polish. And to find one, to make it operational again, that's the joy.
We've got ignition. So as they leave Whizzer Drive, they enter Nostalgia Lane, where there's only one rule of the road: fun.
I think I'm going to just continue as long as I can and take them all with me.
They really are a lot of fun. The National Vintage Motorbike Club is meeting this week in Portland, Indiana. It runs through Saturday, and that's where many of these guys are rediscovering their love of Whizzers and where they go now to buy these new ones. If you'd like more information on Whizzers or Schwinn's brand new electric bike, go to our website, WGNTV.com. I want to thank Wedge Williams and the guys teaching me how to ride one. It took about a minute.
I was going to say, what do you have to do? I mean, if you know how to ride a bike, all you have to do is get on that thing, right?
Fire it up and go. But, you know, did you think I looked a little big?
Not at all. Not at all. And I'm wondering why you didn't bring a couple back.
I felt like I should be on a paper route throwing papers.
There you go. Very cool.